This interview was recorded at SFContario, held in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in the year 2012.
Hello all. Today I'm at SFContario in Toronto, Ontario, where I will be interviewing Timothy Carter. Hi Tim, how's the con treating you?
Not too badly, thank you. Not too badly at all. Having a good time.
Okay. Could you tell the folk a bit about your work?
Well, all right. I would call myself a writer of far-fetched fiction, a term coined by my writer friend Robert Rankin. It basically, for me, it's a combination of sci-fi, fantasy, and humor, or speculative and humor, I guess would be a better term. I generally write for young adults, like my novel The Cupid War, which is a young adult afterlife fantasy. But Section K, I wrote specifically for grown-ups, and you can tell it's for grown-ups because there's a lot of sex and swearing. Actually, mostly you can tell because of the swearing. You can do sex in young adult books now.
But for the age, if it had come an age before. How many books do you have in print at this time?
I've published 6 books. Yes, 3 of them have just recently gone out of print, sadly, which leaves me with, as I said, The Cupid War, Section K, and an e-book called Closets, published through Synergy Books.
Okay. And just a personal note, whoever has control, put out Epic and Evil again.
Thank you. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yes. The two of the best young adult books I have ever read.
Although maybe this time I can get the proper title for Evil. My original title for it was The Right Hand of Evil. The laughter you're hearing is because he knows what the book is about and how appropriate it actually is.
Unless he's left-handed.
I'm saving the left-handed for a sequel, I thought, but well, we'll deal with that another time.
Do you plan on doing any new novels?
Absolutely. I'm currently in the middle of starting a new one. I just finished writing first draft of one about a month ago. I'm always writing new stuff. I've got about 5 or 6 manuscripts in various states of editing backed up on my computer, just waiting for me to polish them up and send them out. Publishing can be a slow business sometimes, so you can actually have several things waiting to go.
Slow and irritating.
Sometimes it can be that way, yes.
Where can people access your work?
The Cupid War is available at Chapters and Indigo, Borders, Barnes & Noble, whichever one of those didn't go out of business. Online, Amazon, and through other booksellers. Section K is available through me if you meet me at a con, or through the Burning Effigy website, which is probably burningeffigypress.com. I probably should have researched that beforehand, but look up Burning Effigy and Section K. You'll probably find it there.
Are there links to them from your website?
To Cupid War, yes. I didn't put Section K on the website just because it's for such a different audience. But on my blog, you can find a link to it.
Okay. What is your formal education, and how much does it influence your writing?
I try to leave education as far away from my writing as I possibly can. Well, okay. Technically, I owe my typing teacher a lot. For teaching me how to type, that was just invaluable for my chosen profession. I did basically general arts at college, specializing in dramatic and performing arts, and did that to learn that I did not want to be an actor or really get involved with theater. I don't really have an awful lot of formal education. I didn't get a degree in English like so many other writers did. I was going to major in English until I dropped it because it was boring. If you're going to do an English university course, you've got to like literary stuff. And I am kind of not a literary person, and a literary, snobbish, definitely not science fiction type of person. I'm the exact opposite. I like being the exact opposite in a number of ways.
Brothers from different mothers.
For instance, I'm pretty sure that I would irritate a lot of people if I called myself a science fiction writer, because there's very little actual science in my books. And when it comes to science fiction, there are those who are like, the very detailed research into the, exactly how things work and theoretical for the things we don't have yet. I like to make it up as I go, and I like ray guns and spaceships. So what if I call myself a science fiction writer? I know several authors who would be very upset with me, and I like that.
Well, that's good. I mean, actually, I would class you, from what I've read of your work, as a paranormal author.
Mostly, yes. I would say that's a lot more accurate.
How varied is your job history, and do the people you've worked with show up in your books in altered form?
Oh, absolutely. But I stress here that I take bits and pieces of people I knew, even though with some characters there might be larger pieces than of people I knew than others. The main antagonist in the Cupid War was based very much on a manager I had when I worked at a grocery store. That worked out very, very well. He was exactly the right type for that story. But most of the time, someone can start with an image of someone I knew, but that's never where they stop. Then they go from there and they change. I've often had the somewhat irritating experience of taking people I didn't like and putting them into my books, and then they end up becoming heroes. That's not what you want to do with people you're writing about to have revenge on. You want to write them into having some horrible death. Instead, they become heroes in my books. I'm not my psyche is trying to tell me something there, and I'm not sure what.
This interview is brought to you by the works of Stephen B. Pearl. Speculative fiction at its finest. Science fiction, paranormal action-adventure, post-apocalyptic, and spiritual fiction, as well as romance and erotica. Please check out my website at www.stephenpearl.com. That is 3 W's, stephenpearl.com. Enjoy your reading.